and welcome to my channel, and today I'm doing a bit of a colouring chat, just a little whip and chat. This is a picture that I was been working on previously. I've not touched it for like 3 months, very bad, and but I started it in January of all things, I think it was, for the pink and black event. And yeah, so I thought, shame on me, I better get back and working on this. I've basically been only working on it on camera. It's like an unofficial colour along. So if you want to see that, then there is a playlist for it. You can just check out the rest. But I'm going to get cracking straight away because it's really, really, really hot here today. Now, what am I going to do? Sorry, I have to put a piece of paper here because this is pastel, and also it's really hot weather. I don't want to make sweaty palm prints on it. So let me just think about what is that. That's just a bit of stuff. Now, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to do these flowers. So as you can see, it's a limited palette. I'm literally just using 5 pencils for this so far, at any rate. So I had pastel all over it. Just it now. Are these petals? Or I think they are. Isn't that the whole thing? Is a flower? I don't mind a little bit of the black pastel, which actually, because I'm using Prismas, it mostly covers up whatever's underneath. But if it doesn't, then it gives it a little bit of sort of unofficial grayscale, which is why I did it over the whole picture, just to vary up. And also, like, it's very hard to, if I want to put in some background, to just put it straight into all the little corners and crevices. So I was like, right, well, we'll just put pastel over the whole thing, and then because that's the nice thing about pastel is, let me just pump this along, is that it erases really well. I'm not doing it like super erased, but it will erase if you really want it to. And yeah, so let me just, right, that'll do. I think I'm all right with that up there. Oh, let's do this flower while I'm here. So I'll just very quickly run through what I'm using, and then we'll get into the chatty bit. Right, let's get that off. So obviously we'll start with this. So this is my Tonbow mono eraser, which I love for small places. I don't know if you've seen this. It just comes out on a little, this is all an eraser, and you just, it's like a mechanical pencil, but it's a mechanical eraser. But it's great for doing little sort of controlled areas, as opposed to, I do have my big eraser here, but like obviously that's really chunky. So I have that. This is just a makeup brush, which I use to brush away stuff and things. And then I am using Prismas. So the colours I'm using today are, sorry, I should keep it down here. I think I've put the camera to focus up here because it pulses otherwise. So I've got pale rose, pink rose, black, obviously, blank, which is white, and just regular rose. So pink rose, and then processed red. And that's it. That's all we're using. I do have a grey here from the Monarch set, but I've not actually used that yet, so I'm probably not going to start now. Oh look, I've still got some stuff down here. Oh, and the last but not least, I do have my trusty Helix mechanical pencil sharpener, which is like the best thing since sliced bread, if you ask me. Like, I don't even bother with small pencil sharpeners anymore. It's just like, I do have a couple of small pencil sharpeners in case I have to travel, but yeah, I use that for everything, and it's amazing. So let's see. As I've done, right, I think what I'm going to do, actually, I think, yeah, no, I am going to keep using the black, but I'm just going to use it to grey with the white Prisma, because it does blend really well. And I think what I'm going to do is all this background I'm just going to make black, because like we have the swan and we got no feathers. Feathers are over here. This is the saddle. Unless, do I want to make a black? Perhaps I'll do. All right, right. This is what I'm going to do. You can see I've thought this through. If you're looking for people who plan their projects in advance, no, I just wing everything. And you know what? 9 times out of 10, no, more, 9.5 times out of 10, that actually works out fine. I have very few disasters. So yeah, don't be scared of your books. Just do stuff. It doesn't matter if it goes wrong. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this little ribbon like I've done the big ribbon. We'll start with that. Let's make that an easy decision. And yeah, we'll just get this colour in and start talking. So hello, how are you all? Did I say? I think it's been 3 months. 3 months since my last time I worked on this. In fact, it's 3 months since I did a chat, which is very poor of me. I don't know. I've been busy. I've been busy, and you know, this is not my only channel. I obviously have a diamond painting channel, which I have done some chats on, but that's a bit different because, you know, colouring you can do flip throughs. Well, I can do unboxings on diamond painting channel, but for the most part, like I'm doing a cross stitch conversion into a diamond painting, and like I work on that a lot on camera. So that by default that means it turns into a whip and chat. We'll just do that, get some white in there. But yes, I hope everybody is well and surviving the heat wave. Just because like London is suffering from a major heat wave, but from what I understand, yeah, a lot of people are. I know Southern Europe has been getting really nasty heat wave, which it's the same heat wave that we're getting, but they've got it like 10 degrees worse or more. And I know I've seen like the States as well having a heat wave. It's just like it's happening. It's going around, which is worrying because it's only June. Oh no, actually that's a lie. Today is July the 1st. July the 1st. Now how am I going to do this? Because I want some black in this. Do I want the black going into pink? Because I'm going to do it like these feathers. I suppose if I'm doing it from the feathers, then that means the black starts at the top. And we're going to leave the pastel in there because it doesn't matter if it's muddy, because I don't want the pinks to be super bright because I want the contrast with these little ribbon things. So I'll just put this down. Do you know what? I do have a little air conditioning unit, but it's so noisy that I can't have it on while I'm filming. So I do have the fan on. I don't think the phone picks up the fan. Though I am using a little lapel microphone now these days. So I think that also helps to stop the background. But obviously a fan is nowhere near as bad as an air conditioning unit. So I've got all the windows shut because I live on a busy road and it's during the daytime anyway, and opposite school, and the kids are all out in the playground. Because with the nice weather, apparently they don't. Oh, maybe I should have done black down there because now that's pink. Pink on pink. It's all right. It's a different pink. It's grey pink. Grey pink. It's all to plan. And so because they make so much squeaking, because they're small. Oh, I did not put black in there. Let's put that. Because they're all sort of, I mean, in the UK it's like a primary school. I don't know what you would call it, a lower school in the States or something like that. But they're sort of like, I think they go in at like 5 or 6 through to 11. And yeah, they get very excited. So I have to shut the windows, and it's melty hot. And that's where I was going with this. I put my pencils, because they're Prismas, they're very waxy. I thought, oh, let's put them in the fridge. Put them in the fridge for like 20 minutes just before I started filming, just to make sure that they was, you know, not going to crumble on me. But yeah, I will not be filming. I'm doing this whip and chat, and I won't be filming that long because also my phone, I've noticed my phone gets sizzling hot. So it doesn't take long. We'll see how it goes. Because I don't want that to fizzle out. What do I want down here? I think I'm going to do this one. It's like that's just gone over, the white's gone over the edge, right? Oh, that's all right. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this, I am going to make this black. We're just going to go around the edge. And then whatever these diamond pattern things are, I'm going to make them pink. but I'm not going to really do it. I'm going to do it very loosely so that, you know, it sort of blends, the colours blend in between. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to do these little middle bits black as well, which means I probably should do these outer bits. I wonder if I can get away with this. Let's do, how am I going to do this? We'll do black in here, because I don't really care about the little holes in the thing. We'll just make them out like they're feathers, because they've got that feather shape. We'll just pretend like feathers on the saddle, and then we'll do this. This is going to be muddy pink. Muddy pink. It feels weird deliberately making like a bright pink, not bright pink. Oh, that's gone super muddy. No, that'll be fine. And I just need to be careful that I don't pick up too much black. Alright, so now I'm going to get back to this. Because I'm not allowed to use any other colours. Pink, black, that was the event. So I mean, to be fair, they didn't say it had to be only pink and black. This is a limit that I set on myself to be a limited palette. Because apparently I'm some kind of masochist. I do these things, and the only person to blame, I do these things to myself. I think I'll probably have to put some white in for that pink, because it's gonna disappear, isn't it, to this black saddle. We'll see at the end. I always do this. I always question how it looks along the way, and really you have to trust the process until the process proves otherwise, that it can't be trusted. And usually that only happens at the end. Just so I need to not overthink it and put this in, because I will be blending that. But we'll see how it goes. I might do it with white, and then that will lighten it up. That did not work. I need to rub that out, I think. It's a lot like the little triangle that was in the middle, and it was just too much. Maybe I accidentally went over it in pencil, but I don't think I did. Okay, let's go for a brighter pink. That is not bright enough. Let's go back to this pink. But yes, how are you all? I hope you're all surviving the heat wave. I have to say, I'm so glad now that I do have an air conditioning unit, because it used to be when it was really, really, really hot, I'd get sweaty hands. And I mean, I'm feeling a little bit moist at the moment. Just with the fan going, and it's lunchtime, so it is starting to get warm. But I woke up last night. I was like, I was still awake. It was midnight, and it was still 25 degrees outside, which I don't know what that is in the other one, but like 80 something. I'm fairly sure that's like mid 80s, and it's like, it's midnight. What are you doing? World's gone crazy. So yeah, if not for that little air conditioning unit, I would have melted. So I live on the top floor, so we have the loft above us, and the loft just turns the whole place, like it holds onto it traps heat, actively traps heat. Because in the UK, like, that's how our winters are. That's how we build our houses for all these years. And now suddenly we don't want insulation that captures heat. We just want it to like a barrier insulation, you know, where hot weather can't come in, and cold, whatever you've got inside your house. So if it's cold inside, it doesn't escape out into the heat. And if it's winter, your heat doesn't escape out into the cold. It's like, that's how it works. That's not what you need, but that's not what we have. So there's a lot of suffering going on in places, but fortunately not me. It's not too bad during the daytime, to be fair. Like, your body can cope with it a bit better, because, you know, it's awake. But when yeah, sleeping can be pain. I think I'm just gonna do this. So yeah, that brightens that up a bit. It's turned it into a sort of pinky purple black. Right, then I'm going to do the same with this, but I want these little holes, whatever these are, a bit like pollens. I want these clean. And the nice thing, because I've used this black pastel now, when I go over it, like, I'm not having to really worry about the tooth of the paper showing, you know, the little white bits showing through the paper, which from just using pencil work. Usually that takes a bit of effort, even with Prismas. You kind of need to have to work it in, but not me. I'm not going to work it in. I'm just going to just lightly go over it and see how we can do. See the least we can get away with. See, if I just did it lightly, it doesn't even go black. So I will have to work it in a bit. Also, it's not that black there. It's only light grey. Ah, but yeah, melty. So what have I been up to in 3 months? It feels like a lifetime ago, probably because it was. Because I mean, since then we've had Easter. In the UK, we've had numerous bank holidays. I've had my birthday. I mean, I think this is like the 3rd heat wave we've had. It's just like everything's happening. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute, if you excuse the pun. Oh, never mind. That's fine. That is fine. No, it's not fine. Let's just clean up that. I want that pollen. I might do that. Those polleny things white. Make it stand out like it is pollen. So yeah, it's been it's been a while. It's been a while. I don't have that much of a life though, so it's not like I was like, oh yeah, I did this and I went away here and we did this. And, like, I'm not that exciting, unfortunately. my life is chores. It's just like I'm a bit of an introvert. It's weird, isn't it? I have a channel. I have 2 channels that I talk on in front of lots of people. Yeah, I'm a little bit of an introvert. Like, I can't talk to people when I'm not, you know, I'm not a wallflower if I'm out and about. But I've always said I would be a bit of a what do you call them? Hermit. I'd be a hermit if I could. Like, I don't have to. I'll talk to people if I have to. But you know what? I'm more than happy not talking to anybody. That means when I'm old, I won't have any neighbours to look after me, sort of thing. And like, I'll be one of these ones. The neighbours say, "Oh, we didn't see her for a couple of years," and like, I've just like killed over, probably over my computer keyboard where I've been playing a game at 90, assuming I can still see by then. And yeah, I'll just be there clutching my pencils or my diamond painting pen in my hand, and that's where I went. That's how I check out. But they're like, yeah, no, we haven't seen her for a couple of years. We assumed she moved. No, just nobody knew I dropped down dead. But hopefully that will not be for a while yet. And even if it was, it's like I won't know what's going to happen to me, will I? Because I'll be gone. So it's no big deal. Wow, that went dark, didn't it? Oh, I'm super cheerful today. It's just a bit of hot weather. Made me grumpy. Right. I'll be careful because I've already done this pink. And you know what Prismas are like. You go over the edge, and next thing you know, it's smeared it all over. I think I'm going to sharpen this actually. I want a really nice fine point for this, so I can get in those little nooks and crannies. Right, try that again. In here. Channel wise and colouring wise, I did, if you've not seen it, I did at least, I finished my, because that's what I was doing the last time I was here. I was, see if I can make that a bit bigger again. I was decluttering my colouring supplies, which I pretty much did. I mean, I didn't really look at my pencils. There's no need to look at the pencils because I don't have a wide, massive amount of pencils, and the ones I have, I always use. So that wasn't the decluttering, and because to be fair, the pens, the only reason I was decluttering those was mostly to see if they was running out. But I finished that. I finished the decluttering, and then I destashed. I had 2 videos of destashing colouring books. So one was to destash my colouring books, like my regular colouring books. It was only a few, but I did get rid of, like, I don't know, 20 colouring books. I was really pleased about it. And then I also did a video where I was destashing my Colouring Heavens. That video, I think maybe is a month old now, but there wasn't that much take up from people who watch. So if you're looking for some older, well, not all of them are old, but a lot of Colouring Heavens, I think I had about 20 in the pile I wanted to destash. I got rid of a few, but the bulk of them are still there. So I do need to get around to putting them on eBay. Trouble is, I'm very lazy. Well, part of the problem is I'm very lazy, and the other part of the problem is that I see them sitting there, and I'm like, the longer they sit there, the more likely they're going to make it back onto my shelf. Already, some of the books from my regular books destash video, like I think I got rid of 20, which I was really pleased with, but I was almost too pleased because I was like, oh, I've got rid of 20. Do I really need to get rid of those few that are left? So yeah, I think I've pretty much got rid of everything I want from my colouring books, and the rest that I didn't get rid of, they're back on the shelf. They're back on the shelf. So if you want Colouring Heavens, then check out that video as well. See if there's anything that you want to plug your stash with. And obviously you have to pay postage and packing. So if you are overseas, then that might get a bit pricey and might not be worth it, but who knows. And yeah, and then I'll get rid of, then I'll put them on eBay, hopefully, and not all back on my shelf. Though I think a couple are already. I'm kind of already talked myself into keeping them. That's the trouble, isn't it? Like, it's just like if I think about something too much, then I change my mind. And I do find it hard to let go of my books, especially like pens and stuff. Maybe not so much pencils, but like books. Because the trouble is, I like just looking at the books. Looking at the books. I like looking at the pictures. I like looking at the cupboards. I think they look nice on the shelf. It's that sort of thing. So yeah, we'll see. But if you do fancy some Colouring Heavens, get over there, lickety split, because it won't be long. And then if you want one, it'll be too late. One way or another, it's because I've sold it or I've kept it. What else? But yeah, so that went really well. I mean, I was absolutely so happy to get rid of 20 plus books and Colouring Heavens. It was just, yeah, it gave me like space. I almost forgot what space looked like. So now I'm like buying new colouring books. I'm trying not hard not to. I've just filmed, just before I started this actually, I just filmed a colouring haul, and there are some books in it, but it's not a wild amount of books. They're very measured. Like, I'm being selective because I have a lot of books in my collection, and also because I took that break, like all the books on my shelf, like because I've not looked at them, I've not touched them. It's like they're almost like new books. They're new books, but not. And it just means, so I'm kind of making an effort to sort of shop my stash, shop my collection, so to speak. Right. So now what am I going to do with these? I think I'll make them pink leaves. We'll make the dark pink leaves, and then we'll do the little flowers, a bit like these petals, with like white. Let's right, let's go to dark pink. We'll see what this looks like with the because you'll see, look, it does show the pastel through it. So it just kind of makes them dark pink. I just this that's the other trouble with Prismas, and especially in the heat, like they're so soft. And it's fine if you're doing big areas. That bit off. But if you want to do little pointy bits like in here, then the tip runs down pretty quick. Especially if you're me, because I'm a heavy presser. Might see if I can get some prisms. There's Prime Day coming up. Well, by the time I post this, I'm not sure. Oh no, actually I do. I think I'll post this sooner rather than later. Because if I wait, because I've got a finished pages thing. I have not filmed that yet. I need to film that. I just have a whip, a forever whip that I've pulled out that I want to complete, and then I'll do a finished pages. I just filmed the colouring haul as I mentioned. So if I waited until after I posted both of those videos up, then this won't be up for another month by the time I've edited it and everything. So I think I'll edit this up first, and then we'll see how we go with the other whip. If I can get the other whip finished quickly, then that'll be the next video, the finished pages. But also being realistic, because I know what I'm like, I suspect probably what will happen is the other whip will not go quickly, because it's an old whip. It's a forever whip, so it's from before my break, and I have to do, like, there's a big disconnect to the vibes and how I was thinking about colouring things then, and how I'm thinking of colouring it now. So I I want it to look like the same picture. I don't want it to be half one style and half the other. So yeah, I've got to get my head around that. So I suspect what will happen is I will end up. Oh, all right, let's do around the edges. I will end up doing the colouring haul before the finished pictures, which is actually not the way I want to do it, because I think I'll put some black in there just to separate that. Because like the haul, I kind of see the supplies and books haul as my reward for doing pictures. Like I'm what's the words I'm looking for? Measured. I said that before, didn't I? I'm taking a measured approach to my purchases, and part of that is to not buy faster than I'm colouring. So I'm always limited. I'm deliberately limiting myself. The number of books I can buy has to be less than the number of books I've worked in, if that makes sense. So if I do a finished pages, then yeah, I'm allowed a bunch of books, as long as, assuming I've not coloured everything in one book. So let's do that one. Well, actually, that one probably I should do that black, because them ones I did black in the middle, didn't I? We'll see. Let's get back to this. But also, I want to do some books more than one page out of. Like I've got to be colouring in my pictures and my books before I buy more, is the rule. Like I need to not gain faster than I'm doing. So I've been treating the haul as like my reward for having for being good and colouring in pictures. This in a little bit, and it worked well. But to be fair, I'm not planning to buy any more items before I do my finished pages. Like there's nothing on the agenda to buy apart from Amazon Prime Day. So we'll see how that goes. I think Amazon Prime, I'm just gonna I hardly ever seem to. It's rare I find a discount. The only time I found something really good is when I bought my Faber-Castell artist pens, and somehow I got them for less than half price, and I was just like over the moon. You know, and there's everybody else around me usually going, "Oh, I got this amazing deal. I only paid £1 for this £100 set." You know, it's that kind of thing, like the amazing bargains, and I just never find those. So every year I gear up and think, yeah, okay, I'll allow myself to buy things that I probably wouldn't otherwise on Amazon Prime Day because it's going to save me money in the long run. It's a special occasion, right? It's like Christmas or birthdays, and it never, nothing ever happens. I hardly ever buy anything because I never find those amazing deals that everybody else does. On the off chance that something like Prisma's going there, I might treat myself to some Prismas. We'll see. I mean, these aren't too bad. I do have some spare Prismas, and I'm not. I work with pencils, but I like. I've got a variety of ones, and things like mandalas I won't do in pencil. I'll do in gel pens or the like. So I don't actually wear down my pencils that fast. Right, we're just gonna nuke this with the white now. Let's see how it looks. Be careful of that black, or I'll pull it in. Oh, I needed the leaf. But yeah, aside from Amazon Prime Day, yeah, I've got a bit too heavy-handed now. I've taken out, that's childhood whites and small spaces. Like, it's so easy to take out the key line. Oh, it's all right. It's fine. It's a small part of a bigger picture. I need to not focus on these things. I'm like, oh no, it's affected the key line. One, I've got my nose in the book, so I'm really close to it. Two, I'm the one that's did it, so I know it's like it's on my mind. Like quite often, like people would look at that without, like if I show this picture to my other half, I guarantee he would not notice that the key lines have gone milky. But it's the monster in our heads, isn't it, that we have to fight sometimes. What in there? Sorry if you can hear them big throaty motorbike going past. Right. It's fine. I'm going to get just a little bit more pink because it's a very light touch to bring it back in. I think I'm going to do just in the middle here, very light, and that's a sort of a blacky pink, black with bits of pink showing through. Let's try this one. It's the mid pink. I'm going to go over the top of that. Right. What was I going to do? I was going to put some black just between those leaves and that pink. Is that the same motorbike? Was everybody out on their motor? It's quite possible that everybody's out on their motorbikes because of the weather. And because, you know, a lot of people use bikes in London because our traffic is so bad. So, you know, obviously when you've got a bike, you don't have to sit in the traffic jam. Right, I got a bit carried away with this white here. So I need the harsher pink. Harsher? I've never heard of a pink that's harsh. Well, maybe neon. There we go. Okay, that's fine. I got a bit carried away with white. I also sometimes forget just how opaque white can be in the Prismas. So that I think will do. And I'm going to put some black around here, just around the edge, so it's like shadowed. And make it stand out. Around here. Around here. I'm not doing a very good job of this, to be honest. I think it's the heat. I find it hard to I don't know, I kind of rush things, especially as I'm conscious of my camera overheating. I have this fear that I'm going to look up and there's going to be nothing there, nothing on the screen. And if you've ever had a phone overheat, it takes forever to come back. Versus, you know, if you spot it before it overheats, then it's way better to stop and wait than it is to just to let it overheat, because it messes with it. Just soften that up. It almost looks like a shadow. Yeah, not too bad. I need to not focus on so much on little things sometimes. Right, that'll do. Remember, at the end, I'll probably be, well, there's no probably, I will be going through things with a white gel pen as well, which is what I'm going to do with those dots. I'm not going to do, I'm not even going to attempt that with pencil. So let's, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit more of this pink thing. Let's just go try and blast through it. And then today, I think I'm going to aim to do this whole thing here, and then at least this, start working on this. I don't know if I'll get the feathers, the start on the feathers. We'll see how time goes. It's already been like half an hour. So, yeah, time flies. So let's make sure there's no black on the end of my pencil. We'll start this with dark. It would probably help if I didn't go over the edge. It's all right. It's fine, because no one's going to see that. You have to remind yourself, don't you? Art isn't about perfect lines. It's about just about having fun and expressing yourself. I'm going to have these up here with white. So yeah, if it goes out the lines, it goes out the lines. It's not a big deal. I think I'm going to go here. Probably should have done that up there, shouldn't I, as well? And then let's see if we can retrieve it. I'll get a bit lighter. See all the dust? Just it comes up and it comes up. Do you know what? I hate it. I've got to fix it. For all my thingies, I would rather go back. So it does rub away the chalk pastel, but that's all right because you just get like a cotton bud. What do you call them in the States? Yeah, the little sticks with a bit of cotton, but wool on the end of each end, and like you just go in and with a bit of and mix it in, and everything will be fixed. And I think what I'm going to do is we're just put in a little bit here. As if, oh, actually, maybe if I'm going to do that. Probably should do this in grey, but you know, why use grey, which is one pencil, when I could use two pencils because that would be far too easy. But I just soften up that black around the edge, and then that will be like a shadow. Right, back here. That looks like a soft. Somehow I've scratched a page. Now that happened up here. I don't know if you can see it. There's a line here and also a line here. And this was a brand new book, so I don't know what's happened with this page. Like something's happened, and it's taken and maybe dropped. I mean, it could have been me. I think I bought this from the works though, so it was like off the shelf as opposed to from Amazon. So it could be that it's just somebody's manhandled it a little bit. It doesn't take much to dent paper, but I've definitely got a scratch there. somehow. In fact, there's one there as well. It's fine. I'm only seeing it because I'm looking for them now. Fine. Right, do some pink, little pink. And a bit of white. I feel like I want a bit more white there. That was the one I finished from last time. And I feel like I need a bit more pink up there. That's not one as smooth as I like. Here it goes. It just blends. That is the joy of Prismacolors, isn't it? The dust. I mean, the dust is probably because I press so hard, and they're so soft. Plus, it's warm. So they're probably getting a bit melty. But yeah, it's just right. What else shall I talk about? Oh, I've got another video I've got planned. I don't know if this is going to be everybody's thing, but if you saw a couple of months back, well, it's more than a couple of months back. I can't remember if I did it before or after my last whip and chat. But I've got that colour by painting by number. Oh, painting by number, and I am really into colour by numbers at the moment. I think if you saw my last haul, I got that Disney colour by numbers. You know, the Coloriage Mystères, like the big Grand Classiques. Oh my god, that turned into an addiction by my standards. I was absolutely obsessed with this colouring book. Like, I don't know what it is. There's just something about it. It just, I think what it is, the only thing I can think of is because it actually, when they come out, they actually look like the actual sort of cartoony things. So unlike a colouring picture, which, you know, is your own interpretation, and or even a normal colour by numbers, it's just a picture. But these ones, they're Disney pictures, and it just hits all my buttons. So I've been really embracing my colour by numbers, and I've got that painting by number that was sent to as a PR unboxing. So I've put them on the frame because they came with stretcher bars. I thought they was just a regular frame. I did not have my brain engaged that day. I'm like, oh, maybe you can paint this frame. No, it's this. They were stretcher bars. Like, you put them behind the canvas. And afterwards, I realised that and felt really stupid. But I still left it in the video because, you know, so you're keeping it real. I was just like, I'm sure people are going, oh, I'm an idiot. Anyway, so I have actually filmed a video where I've put it on the stretcher bars and covered it, and then treated the canvas with gesso, which is like a primer. And like, you don't really have to do that, but it helps your paints lay down more smoothly, which could potentially mean that you don't have to put so many coats of paint on to get it opaque. So I thought, well, if that saves me, because it's a lot easier to just slap some gesso onto a canvas than it is, you know, having to wait for your acrylic paint to dry, and then you're like, which number is it? Because, you know, you paint over the numbers the first time, and then you're trying to figure out which number is which. Is that a 2 or a 3 underneath there that's showing through? So I thought, yeah, if anything that makes my life easier, I'm all for it. So I did that in a video, which I have yet to edit. Story of my life. To be honest, I still haven't 100% decided I want to upload that, because I do make a bit of a meal out of it. Because I was looking for tutorials and stuff on how to do these stretcher bars, and it just feels like one of those things that where the internet assumes everybody knows how to do it. So even the tutorial ones that I found, they didn't really explain it. They was just like, yeah, and like a minute, 2 minutes later, this frame had magically appeared, and like, that is not my experience. That was not my experience. But I did film it, but it's a bit of a wrestling match. But even if I don't, I thought what I'm going to do, because obviously that canvas is now ready to work on. I'd been waiting to finish a diamond painting. Well, I'd been waiting to finish a whip and get some more work done on my other whips. And I'm in that position now. I've got a bit of a lull where I've not bitten off too much to chew for my diamond painting. So I think I might make a start on that. And I don't plan to do the whole painting by number on camera because I suspect there isn't really that interest. But I think I might start it, and then because that's just like another way to have a little chat, isn't it? And you know, sometimes you have it on in the background, and sometimes it's just about if I'm going to do it, and I have to do it on the table because they're quite big. I think they're like, what did I get? 60 by 50, I think. So they're quite big canvases. So I think I'm gonna just film the start at least because I'll be on the table anyway. Because I use my dining table to film on. I don't have, unfortunately, I'm not somebody who has the luxury of a workstation or craft area, craft room. Huh. Don't even have a craft area. So yeah, it's I might do that on camera. Now, how do I want to do this? I'm trying to make it like kind of 3D. I'll just do that there. I should probably take that down a bit further as well, shouldn't I? If we do this. I should probably just do this all the way around. I was doing it from one side and the other, but then that looks weird. So I think I'll do it all the way. I'll go over this with the white as well, just to soften. Just to soften it. Oh, I went a bit far that way. It's fine, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I thought I'd do the painting my number on camera. If anybody fancies that, I haven't filmed it yet. It's all ready and primed and ready to go. So I think I need to do some editing and get caught up on that. I've got like between this and my diamond painting channel, I've got like 6 videos that I need to edit. So yeah, I need to, I'm a bit behind. Little bit behind. I think I'm gonna just do something there. Do that there. But once I've got all that done, yeah, I'm gonna do the painting my numbers. YOLO. It's like I did something the other day on my diamond painting channel. It was a logbook thing, but it wasn't a proper logbook. It was like just a sticker, a glorified sticker book that happened to include diamond painting stickers. But I'm like, if I can't do, I know it's not the normal thing, but if I can't do the things that make me happy on my own channels, then what's the point of even doing it? Like someone will like it. One person somewhere will enjoy it. Well, actually, that's a guarantee because I'm enjoying it. So I don't want to make videos just to appease the algorithm. Because where's the fun in that? It's got to be fun. It's got to be fun for me. There's only one person that watches all of my videos, that's guaranteed to watch every single video I make, and that's me. So yeah, got to keep me happy. Right, let's go for that. Are we happy with that? I think I am happy with that. Okay, let's do a bit more. How am I going to do these stones? I think this outer one. I think these loop things I'm going to keep pink, and then I think what I might do is I might do black with a white middle, a bit like I've done the middle of these flowers, and then I'll do the petals the same way. And then in between, I'll just leave it with the chalk pastel. And this, let's rub out these. Make sure this is clean. we'll just use, and these will be little white, nearly rubbed out the wrong thing, the white things that I do at the end with a Posca or something. I mean, that wasn't very much done anyway. So let's do the pink first. And I think this needs to sharpen again. Wow. And then we'll call it done for today. Obviously, I'm a very long way. Well, long way from being actually done. Let's do this pink as well. Let's just do all the pencils while we're here. Do that one. And we'll do this white one. Love this pencil sharpener. I never get any breakages. Famous last words. I ask for it. I shouldn't leave that there. It leaves a shadow because I film by the window. Right, let's do these pink things next. Right, sorry, I needed a drink there. Did I mention it's hot? It's really hot. I just scared for my camera. So that's another reason to get a crack on. And then I can turn the air conditioning back on and not melt. Let's see how I did those before. Yeah, that's fairly similar. I had the dark colours down in this bit. And it went light. But it's good to be back. I do feel like now I've got my colouring mojo back properly. For a long while, I mean, the reason why I started this one on camera was literally because it was like the encouragement I needed. And like for the first, I'd say at least, it was probably going on 2 months, I only coloured on this picture on camera. Well, maybe a month. And then I started to do a couple of mandalas and painting by numbers, colour by numbers. It's kind of grown from there. And while I'm still not back to, oh, that kind of fades out, doesn't it? While I am still mostly doing mandalas and paint colour by numbers, it's not exclusively. So I am doing like detailed pictures. I nearly said real. I hate saying real because that's not true. Like paint colour by numbers and mandalas and all those sort of things, cozy pages. It's all colouring. Like there's no. I know some people like to get a bit snobby about it. There's nothing to be snobby about. There is no elitism. There shouldn't be any elitism, I should say. Like somebody who colours a detailed picture is not more special than somebody who does a colour by number. Like that's not how it works. Just so never feel bad about it. I hate it when I see people apologising in like colouring groups and stuff for not doing a very good job. It's just like, do not apologise. You have nothing to apologise for. Like it's not. It's you shouldn't treat it as a competition unless you're being paid for your art and it's work. Then you might be expected to have certain standards. But you know, like even then, you think about those, you know, the impressionist artists and stuff like that, modern art. I mean, if people can have half a cow, you know, or a messy bed as fine art, then you can have your colouring book picture however you like. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Was it fun to do? Yes, no. If it was fun, then it's done its job, isn't it? Right, so let's get some. But yeah, I am doing more detailed pictures as such. And the reason why I've not done my finished pages video yet is because I've tackled that old whip. Oh, we're starting to go. And I pressed so hard and it's so warm. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's because I pulled out that Forever Whip. So let's hope I can get that going quite quickly. But there's more. It's a what's her name? Melpomene Chatsipanziotto. It's one of her pictures. I actually did start that on. Perhaps I should do that because I'm like, how do I tackle this thing that I've not touched in 2 years? But thinking about it, I actually started that on in a whip and chat on the channel. I might go back and look at the old video, see what I did, see if I can figure out what I did, so that it doesn't look weird when I finish it off now. But I do remember that I started it with, it's a double-sided book, unfortunately, but I decided to use alcohol markers. I sacrificed the back page, and I'm all right with that. Because one, I'm probably never going to get, it's not like I'm going to colour every single picture that I own. Even if I had the time, I don't have the inclination. Like, not every picture is created equal, is it? Like, some pictures I like more than others. I'm just going to softly do that. I want it to be a little bit thicker, and then that should, no, I don't want it to be harsh though. Let's just, let's go from this way. And then that'll make that look not 3D, but you know, it's got some dimensions to it. Trying to do it. It's awkward between the camera and this piece of paper. Ordinarily, I would turn the book. That'd be fine. I'll just soften it out. Let's job done. Okay. Are we equal? This side looks a bit. This side looks a bit darker because it had those loops in. So I'll just bring a bit more of this dark pink in, so it's balanced. That got a bit washed out. All right. And okay, so this should be simple. We're going to make this quick and easy. We're going to go around the outsides in circles. And then we'll use the white afterwards to pull in the black. And then if it gets too washed out, I'll go over the outside edge again. Just make sure I've got plenty of wax down there so the white has got something to pull on. Need some pigment. But yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm glad I thought of that. See, you help me when I'm talking to you. It reminds me of things that I'd forgotten. I'll go back and do that, finish that, but I'll watch the video, see what I did. Hopefully you'll see it in the finished pages, which also hopefully will not be too long after this video. And I think I said I've already filmed the haul, so I'll post that first. This video first, then the haul, then the finished pages. I'm aiming for one video a week, so this will be this week. It's Tuesday today. I don't know if I can get it edited before tonight, so this will probably go up on Wednesday. And then I'll get the haul up. Not sure if I'm organised. It'll be up at the weekend, more likely, because I'm rarely organised. It'll go up next week, Monday or Tuesday maybe. or Wednesday if I want to do it exactly a week after this. And then the week after that will be the finished pages. I'm sure there's people that look at this, what I'm doing here, with horror, as they, you know, because I do not stop and think much. I just do, and assume I can fix whatever happens if it goes wrong. Like I say, it works out most of the time. And then this afternoon, oh, I have to go out in the heat. I do need to pop out and get some bread. We're having a lot of salads at the moment, and with that, a lot of bread gets consumed, like fresh bread, you know, from the bakery. But yeah, because I want it fresh, I have to go out and heat. On the bright side, I mean the supermarket is just down the road. It's like a, I don't know, 15-minute walk. See, I can turn that into grey mash. I'll go back into that afterwards. We'll get the black back again. Just so we got a bit of contrast. Worst case scenario, I get an acrylic. See, that's the thing. I always think if something goes wrong, there's always a way you can fix it. Acrylic paint, if nothing else, acrylic paint could just fix it all. I could just black out that whole area, make it black, and nobody would be any the wiser. I've done that before. Like when I've made a real mess of something, it's just like, do you know what? Just paint it. Just paint over it. It's not a mess if nobody can see it. Because I'm quite lazy, so ideally I'd prefer not to do that. But needs must. Right. A bit dull though, isn't it? But at least once I get this done, it's done a good bit. Good bit of the page. Who knows? Maybe I'll get this finished before next January. I'd actually hoped to get to it a bit more this month. I don't know. I don't. Summer is never a good time for me for my hobbies. Be it either because I'm busy or I'm not in the mood. I don't know. The sunshine. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood for doing crafty stuff. But I'm making more effort. I'm trying to make an effort because of my channel. Like last year, well, obviously last year I didn't have my colouring channel wasn't active, but my diamond painting channel, I basically just disappeared for 3 months. So I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to be a responsible adult. Right? Did I get all my black squishies? Yeah. So you see how it's sort of like, and now, well, let's just paint that away. And now we'll just go back around, and we'll just get a bit more black around the edges. Make it pop again, and it gives it like this nice sort of, I think, nice sort of faded out. I want to do that a bit more. That's the white of the paper. I do not want the white of the paper showing through. That's my highlight. I want it to be white, grey wax. But our limited palette. Smaller ones are a bit more challenging, especially as it's really waxy down there. It's just, think I might have to sharpen this. I mean, the thing is, it's not that blunt. I have to show it down there because I've got it on focus. But yeah. Do you know what? It's just occurred to me. I've not been looking at the camera at all, so I hope everything's been in frame. And I've not. Do have this habit of like just putting my. I'll be like, it's like, yeah, you can see a real lot there, can't you? But I set it up so that the camera is slightly tilted that way, so hopefully, even if I've forgotten, you can still see at least some of it come together. But yeah, I on the bright side, I've got all these videos to edit, so at least I've got some videos like in the pipeline. I just need to not just knuckle down. Trouble is, the editing is the bit I find the most boring. It's not the most fun thing, and I have got better at it because I used to be really bad in the sense I would edit it, and then I would re-watch the video that I just edited just to make sure that I had not goofed when I cut something out and there's something earlier I've said that no longer makes sense, or not that I used to cut out a lot of words, but like the siren would go past and I'd edit that out, and then I'd be like, oh, I need to check that I didn't say anything before or after that was caught in the cutout, and it would take me hours. So that's why these days I don't tend to edit out the police sirens or the noisy motorbikes, things like that. I'm a lot more forgiving to myself because I just get in the spiral. Like the minute I've edited, it says something. Oh, I keep stuttering over that. I should probably not just say the word and then I wouldn't stutter over it. But yeah, I would edit and then I would check the edit, and then if I had done something wrong, then obviously that meant I had to edit again. And I'd end up watching one video like 3 times before I would upload it. It's just like, no wonder I never had any time to do anything. Just no wonder it felt like such a chore. Right, have I got all the little? I think I have. Right, so let's just dust that off. And now we're going to do the flowers like that. In fact, what I should do, I should have done that, shouldn't I, while we're doing black. Let's do this. And then we'll just do this. Oh, I did not do that right. I got a bit too heavy-handed with the black. Let's try it again. I think it's because there's black. There's lots of black on the tip of the Prisma. It didn't really drag it in, it just laid it down. There we go, that's better. So that it's like the middle of the flowers up there. Right, we'll just clean this off again, make sure, because I'm going to be using that for the pink. And what do we have? We have dark pink up here. This is nice. I like working with pinks. I like Prismas. I don't use my Prismas as much as I really should. I'm not. To be fair, I'm not generally a pencil. Like some people, like it's pencil first. Whatever picture they pick up, it's just like, yeah, this looks good in pencil. Whereas I'm like 50-50. Like I might do pencils. I might do markers. I'm trying to do watercolors. I really am trying hard to. When you'll see my finished pictures this month, you'll see my shoddy attempts at doing watercolors. I'm not very good at it. It's one of them catch-22 situations. Like, I'm not very good at it, but because I don't have enough practice at it. But I don't have enough practice at it because I'm not very good at it, so I don't do it very often. And I need to get through that bit where it's like, it's all right, it's okay, it's all right. It didn't come out how you expected. Probably still looks okay, but it's just not how you expected. But eventually I'll figure it out, and I'll be happy to use watercolors in whatever I fancy. That'd be nice, because I do like the watercolor look, especially as I do like doing flowers and stuff like that. Right, I think that's all right for now. I do, there's a little bit, I'm just gonna, yeah, there's just a tiny bit there. I've pulled a bit of black into it. There we go. Move that out of the way. The camera did not die. So here we go. So this is, I did, you know, Woes Wonder. Just like, I probably should have said that at the beginning. It will be in the thumbnail and the title. But yeah, that's what I've done so far. We've got our, so this is what we did today. We did saddle, and we did stones. We did a bit more of this border. So I'm breaking it up because, like, I find the border a bit boring. I found the feathers a bit boring. No, these feathers should be quite good to do. And yeah, so we're over halfway. We're over halfway done. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what I've forgotten. Let me put this piece of paper back before I stick my hand in it. Because in here, what did I do? I just did these solid black, didn't I? Let's do that. That's nice and easy. That's just straight colouring. Straight, solid black. There's only a few of them. But I think I quite like how this picture is turning out. There's like the pink and the black. They make a good contrast. I mean, most things make a good, when you have a lot of black in a picture, mostly it's a good contrast. But there we go. But I think it's going to look good. It's coming together. Right. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate a thumbs up on the way out the door if you enjoyed this video. Take care, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now. Bye.